Hello and welcome to Derek McGuire's Week 3 Front-End Coding Assignment. This week was about Bootstrap, the framework of CSS that is pre-created for you to utilize if you download Bootstrap. You can download it to your computer or you can reference it online. But basically this week we used Bootstrap, the Bootstrap Grid, the navbar component, and other things like the forms and tables. And here I have the website pulled up. We had to make 2 pages at least. I've got the accounting homepage here with the navbar right here. These elements are, the code is here. It's also on my GitHub. And I have, this is the index, this is the home page. And so, one thing I did was I created this div class container large mymd4, and the layout, this contains pretty much the whole body. That's how I put it in my comments, but within everything in the page, if you expand the page, the larger it gets, you still have these nice columns on the left and right that keep things from bumping up against the side of your viewport. And if you collapse things, you get this little hamburger menu where you can see the links. And I've got within these subpages basically of the liability, equity, and assets, this is an accordion that you can minimize or maximize and shows you one thing at a time to read. By clicking on the accounting, you go back to the home page, and here I have this accounting equation box, which is actually a div using the grid system, Bootstrap Grid, to make things flexy. Basically, you've got this class here, the column small 3, and this is on the, it's all based on 12ths, so 3, 6, and 3 is 12. And within that, you've even got, I've got another row here. Basically, it goes container, row, column, and then you can go row, column again. But overall, it goes container, row, column, and then content. So here I've got the contents of this first row, the accounting equation, and it'll always be on top. When you squish things, the row on the left goes on top of the row on the right. Or I'm sorry, these are columns actually. When you squish them, the rows contract, but the columns, whatever column is on the left goes on top, and the one on the right goes on the bottom. So here I've got basically a 75, 9 out of 12 here is 75%. So I've got the assets plus liabilities. This is the content within this column, within this row. The 9 is the 75% I'm talking about. The 3 is the 25%. 9 plus 3 equals 12. That's within the 6 here that is part of the 363, which also equals 12. So as you understand that, and you collapse and expand things, they stack on top of each other. Another thing here, I've got the forms. You can type in anything. And so the idea here, I don't have a submit button, but basically this form can be used to go into this table, and you can see how it stacks on top of each other. The table itself expands up into the width of the margins that I set, and as you contract it, it just makes everything smaller. You can see the credit here goes under the amount, which is kind of following that pattern. On the right goes under, and the left stays on top. So that's basically it. This is my website for week 3 looking at Bootstrap. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your week.